Everyone. I promised that I was going to come back and give some more tips. And today I am going to make a stew that I will be putting in our Tupperware pressure cooker. And in the pressure cooker, you do, it locks just like your pressure cooker on the stove. We have a lock that you snap up, open it up. It's fairly heavy. It's metal inside. You also have your gasket that's inside the cover. And you have a pressure releasing valve and also a steamer. The great thing is, again, it goes in the microwave. And when you're putting it back on, just make sure everything is in place. You can take the gasket out in order to wash it. And you close it, you turn it, and then we're going to lock it, press down, it's locked tight, and then we'll put it in the microwave for 30 minutes. I'm doing a beef stew, with veggies. There you go. And I have pre-cut a lot of the items that we have. I'm going to show you how to do the potato, because I do small potato squares. Sometimes I want them chunky. In the pressure cooker, when I'm doing, it's a smaller amount than I would normally use for a larger family. So what I do is I cut them up, and you'll be able to, it's kind of hard to see. I'm going to point this down, and they're like little cubes. Oh, that's an extra piece that was left over. But you'll see little cubes. But if you want them chunkier, you can do them chunkier. For the sake of doing this and showing you the mandolin, I wanted to show you how you can cube them. They're great for hash browns too, so you can make your own hash browns if you want. When you're using our mandolin, the mandolin has metal, of course, on it. It has a stand that folds underneath. And you have two different cutters. You have the one, have a holder for it, and it makes your wavy. You can make wavy chip potatoes, cut the potatoes wavy if you want to bake some chips or deep fry them if you're frying them. You can store it, and it snaps under here. I'm just not going to take the time to do it right now. And then we have our straight blade that pops out. It pops out right here. And then it locks so that when you have it stored, the blades that popped up, you'll see are cutting blades because I'm going to do the cubes. There's a side dial that you will turn, and that will either bring it up higher or it's going to lock it. And there's a lock button. Always put it away locked, or if it's on the counter, leave it in the lock position till you're ready to use it, especially if you have kids, sometimes even husbands. When it first came out, a consultant several years ago left it at home. The husband decided to play around with it and was not using the guard properly and wound up cutting himself very, very sharp. So you have to be careful. Can be folded up and put in the dishwasher. Makes it really easy for cleaning. There is a blade guard underneath as well that you can lift up in order to rinse out and get any stuff that's in there, any food that's kind of gunked in there. And when you're ready to use it, you just put it up like this. I'm doing a 6 for on the way that I cube the potato, and bringing the blade up a little bit taller. So yes, you can see it okay there. When you're putting the veggies on here, whatever it is, if you're slicing tomatoes, or even slicing potatoes to make fried potatoes, or if you're doing cheesy potatoes, whatever you want to do, again, you just put your potato on here whole. And what you're going to do is, when you're using the mandolin, you bring it up, you're going to turn it a quarter and bring it down and slice it. It's really easy to do. It's a little bit tougher if you leave the skins on. A lot of times we wash really good. We wash everything really good, and sometimes we like the skin on the potatoes. Gives you a little bit more fiber. But right now, I peeled everything. Little piece left over. I'll cut these up and I'll put them in a freezer container, and then I will freeze them for use in something else later. And again, we've got our little tiny potatoes here. So I am going to fold this up, put everything down. We have a lot of products that come out for one-time only special releases. And that's what's really cool about Tupperware. There's always some new things, new products coming out. Our science people are working all the time and inventing new products. Okay, it goes up and it locks so that it's raised above the blade. So if you leave the blade in there, no one's going to get cut because it's smooth on top. And then you just store everything underneath. But for now, I'm just going to move everything to the side so it'll save some time. Again, we always earn different products when you're in Tupperware, and it's great. This knife that I have, this is a serrated knife. This is from a Chef Series set that we had that only consultants could earn. What I like about it is the handle it's metal, it's steel. There's no plastic on it. So we have different sets now, but Tupperware has safeguarded it and made them so that you're not going to get all that food stuck in them. Came with a knife block. I have like a set of 6 knives. We have a lot of different knives. Some people don't even know that Tupperware has knives, and we have pots and pans that are really great for using, and they're really good quality. We're going to now. This was a Tupperware cutting. This is a Tupperware cutting board. We don't have it right now. We have some different ones, and I'm actually waiting for my new ones to come in. Again, I think I earned this one a few years ago, so I used that. And I pre-cut the meat so that for time's sake, we can have the meat already pre-cut. I'm going to use one of my Tupperware spoons. We have some sets of serving spoons and spoons that you can use for cooking with and stirring. And I'm going to use this one now. I have the pre-cut beef. We're going to layer it in here. When you're cooking in the pressure cooker, you need to have liquid in here with the pressure cooker. So I'm going to put as much meat as I think we want. You can put less, you can put more. I have guys that like really meaty. Everything meaty. I still have a little bit in there, so what I'll do is I'll freeze some for later with some other vegetables I have left over. The veggies we store in the Fridge Smart. And by the way, new catalog came out today, summer catalog. New products. The link is having some issues on my website, but I've already talked to the person who helps me deal with that, so that's going to get taken care of soon. But you can check it out. You can still check out products, and you can shop. You can hit the shop link and check out what the new products are. And then it is Tupperware's birthday month, so we have some great post bonuses and customer sales that we're going to have. Excuse me, Fridge Smart. Storing the vegetables. You vent them according to how you need it. I have celery in this one, so we have celery in our stew. Your venting is going to be, there's 3 circles on here, and there are pictures, and it tells you where you need to put them in order to vent particular vegetables. They all breathe differently, so you want to have them set properly to extend shelf life, refrigerator life. Have bell peppers in a taller one, and we have these sets on sale, and you consultants that sign up get a 4-piece set, 2 of these and 2 smaller ones. I'll take one out after the break while this is in the microwave, and I can show you that one. But you get the 4-piece set. You get it free this week, and then you get a special price the week after. We have all the specials that I will have on my Facebook business page. You'll be able to see all of what you need to see for the specifics on any of the sales that we have. So I'm going to layer, I have the meat in there. I'm going to layer some of these potatoes. Anything I don't use, we'll use for hash browns, or we will freeze them and use them for another stew. Kind of look like the onions. Put that to the side. And then I have onions that I cut up, and I just cut them in quarters. And this is our Power Chef. We have one on sale for $39 right now. It's blue. The red is in our catalog. The blue one is a special sale that we have at the moment. Ring comes off. I'm not going to take the blade out right now. And it comes with also a paddle. And you can, if you're making guacamole and need to add some lemon juice or lime juice to it, you'll use your little funnel and it will put it in there without taking the cover off. Making whipping cream, ice cream, you can use the paddle as well, which I will be doing that during this summer, or getting closer to summer. I'll be doing strawberry ice cream that I love making in this. So you lock the motor in place, and it's a pull motor, comes apart, so you can wash it. I'll do a more a better demo with that. Just go cut the onions to where you want them to. That's tight. Whatever size you want them. That's what I like about the chopper. You can cut it as small or as large as you want. Have them as coarse. Not adding, that was one whole onion. It's not going to take a whole onion. And then garlic, we like lots of garlic, especially now that we're dealing with viruses and other things. We want to eat healthier. And that comes with the gourd. This is my blue one. Oh, this is my trash bowl. Lid comes off when I'm cooking all my potato peels and celery ends, onions. I did the prep work ahead of time. All of that stuff that's no good that I'm going to put in the trash fits there, but it's handy at the table for me to put it in. This is the guard. This is for my blue chopper. I do have a blue chopper, but that one was occupied. But the guard will protect the blades so that no one, or protect you from getting cut, and it protects the blades. Whoops, fell down. Anyway, so we have the onions, and then this is our chop and prep. It's our smaller chopper. We have like 2 of each chopper, and believe it or not, most of them get used every day. My mom uses them, my husband, my son. We use them for everything all day long. I do omelets in this one. I do 3 eggs with a little bit of water, my seasonings, maybe a jalapeno or some green chili. We'll put in there, and then I chop it up. Or I mix it up if I'm doing an omelet. Again, garlic too. Or if you're doing just half an onion, you can do it in there. Pull it really quick. And garlic is ready to use. Having the right utensils when you're cooking, oh my gosh, makes it so much easier. It's not really as much. There's some prep time, but I actually do really good. You can do stuff ahead of time, night before, if you want to cut some of your vegetables up the night before. You can do that. And then that way you're not doing anything the next day, especially if you know you have a heavy schedule. You can actually put your whole meal, you can put your stew or your soup in the pressure cooker and store it in the fridge. And then the next day, just put it in the microwave. Sorry about that. And then we're going to add some vegetables. This is a Tupperware spatula. Right now it's coming in red. Has a nice silicone seal, goes up to 425, I believe, on the heat. Has a thick handle for stirring. So it's very sturdy. I've never broken one of these. But I've heard that others have broken some non-Tupperware ones. So I have carrots, celery, and I have some frozen beans, green beans and white beans in here. We're not going to quite use everything. And then, of course, it's going to shrink as it's cooking. So I'm going to take my seasonings and add some pepper. We just bought bulk, so I have to get my seasonings into my Tupperware spice shakers. But for now, I'm just going to do this because I have a lot of spices I have to divvy up into containers. And this is Mrs. Dash. Actually, I've been using this garlic and herb seasoning. We can never have enough garlic. And then I use some garlic salt for seasoning. Mrs. Dash doesn't have any salt in it, so you're not adding a lot there. And I like Lowry's because it has parsley in it. So it's good diuretic to use. So I'm just going to stir everything up in here. And you're going to have some extra water. Again, if you have items, if you have food left over, or you find that you have too much in there, you can freeze some. You know, you've already got the premix done, and you can put it in one of our freezer make containers, which I have some string beans that I didn't use in here. You can put them in here with the seal on it and store it in your freezer for the next stew that you want to use, that you want to make. And it makes it really easy. You can put a label on it, and you're all ready to go the next time you want to make a stew. What I'm going to do also is we like chunky stews. Again, everything's going to kind of shrink up in here. There is a fill line on here. Usually I put I'm going to use beef broth with chicken. Of course, I use the chicken when I'm making chicken noodle soup or just chicken soup. My director is in Hawaii, and she taught us how to make this really good chicken dish that I'll have to do another time for you. It has ginger and onion. Oh my gosh, it was so good. So you need to make everything is submerged. Make sure everything is submerged in the liquid. Stews are usually don't usually have, I like a lot of broth in my chicken soup. I don't like as much in my beef. Sometimes I add the crushed tomatoes. I'm not going to tonight. Just kind of depends if I want more of the meat flavor or if I kind of want more tomato flavor. It just kind of varies from stew to stew. I ask anyone that sees my cooking, I am like changing things up a lot. You know, see some of the liquid is already being soaked up by the food. So I just want to make sure that everything's submerged so that our soup does really good. Get everything cooked, nothing dries out on us. I'm going to put the top on. I'm going to put it in the microwave for 30 minutes. Depending on how small your meat is, normally 30 minutes is good enough, but you cook 30 minutes at a time only so that you are not overcooking your food. And I'm going to take them out with these right now when it's time. So I'm going to put this in the microwave, set it for 30 minutes, and then you're going to let it rest until my little pressure gauge pops up. So let me put it in for 30 minutes, and we're going to start that up. I did peel the potatoes with a potato peeler. We have a new potato peeler that's going to be, we have two of them. They're in our catalogs. The catalog was just released this morning. I know I had that one. I put it over to the side already. This one here. The new one has some new features to it, so be watching and I'll do a video on the new features of the new potato peeler. So I'm going to go on a break for a minute and then I'll come back and I'll show you what stew looks like. Hi. I have taken out the stew from the microwave. I just wanted to show you really quick that the vent, my pressure release valve is still up, but you can see where it's a little raised there. And so as soon as that goes down, I will open it up and I'll show you what stew looks like. 30 minutes. Be right back. Hi, ready to open the cover for you so that you can see the stew that I made in 30 minutes. Just pop the top. Our pressure valve is down and the soup is cooled. It rested for about 15 minutes in order for the pressure valve to go down. Depending on what you're making, sometimes it takes a little bit less, but I usually wait about 15. So you're going to wait 45 minutes to have dinner on the table. And I'm going to put some in, I should have gotten a bowl ahead of time. Hold on a sec. I'm going to put it in a flatter bowl just so you can kind of see the stew. Actually, the meat chunks came out pretty good. Vegetables were perfect on the amount used. So I'm going to put it here. You can see the stew, all your vegetables, meat cooked perfect, and the flavor is really good. Tip it a little bit, and you can see the inside. So 30 minutes, there's a lot of juice. Looked like it wasn't earlier because I only used one container, about 32 ounces of beef broth. And but your celery, your other veggies, give it more liquid. So you've got a perfect stew now. You can eat with crackers, or if you want to bake some biscuits, you can put your baking skills to use, or your bread as well. Now's the time to do it. We have a lot of time for cooking, and we're just looking at recipes actually with Mom. So I want to thank all of you for coming today, and I want to thank the ladies that joined us in our Tupperware on our Tupperware bingo today. We're going to have more bingos coming up. If you're interested in joining and playing with us, just message me on my Facebook page. And or you can do it on my Tupperware page as well, my business page. Message me, let me know you're interested in joining the group, the Tupperware Game Night group, and I will give you the dates. You'll be able to see all the postings for the different virtual games that we're going to be doing, the bingos and anything else we have coming up. Also, we have some virtual cooking classes, cooking demos that are going to be done not only by me, our director is doing some also, other girls demo. When we do the Tupperware bingo in between the bingo games too, you can see some different recipes being made. So a lot of demonstrations are good because you can see how great the products are for using in your kitchen and being able to get your meals done quicker for your families. And Tupperware, like I said, I've grown up with it all my life. We've used it since I was young. Mom sold Tupperware when I was young, and she's always used it. And then I started when I was older. My kids have been raised on it. They're all adults now. They all have their own Tupperware products that they use as well when they're cooking. So you can never go wrong with Tupperware. But I do want you to know, I want you to use and get, whenever you buy, I want you to buy what you're actually going to use. And once you know the different uses for the products, once you're educated in them, makes it so much easier to get your money's worth. So again, thank you. We have a lot of our Tupperware company this month, the Western region, we sold over $4 million in Tupperware. Tends to show that when the economy is down, Tupperware is where you want to be for being able to work with your family and bringing in money for the family, because people need kitchen utensils, kitchen products so that they can cook for their family. So it is now considered an essential item. They're essential products to have in your house. So our sales have a tendency to go up, which is nice for us. But I'm more excited because we're getting more attention now, and people are wanting to learn about the products and to see what we have to offer that is going to make life easier when you're at home, especially now dealing with the kids at home or the husbands at home or you're at home, and you have more time to be able to get those meals together or bake those baked goods so that you have snacks for the kids. So I'm here to help you, and I'm here to consult with you on helping you to figure out what is going to be best for your family. Thank you. God bless. Again, you can check out my website at www.csbolts.com or message me on my business page. Thank you. God bless. Have a great day. Bye.